Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Chill and Trade TV. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. But if you are back here again, welcome back. So I hope you guys had a profitable trade NFP last week Friday, well, yesterday rather. And if not, well, don't worry about it. We still have 3 more weeks within the month, so we can uh get your profits. Also, if you want to trade with a regulated FSC broker, click on the link in the description down below. Or if you want to know what exactly is an FSCA regulated broker, I did do a detailed video on that, so just go back in the channel and have a look. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this week's video. I thought we should take a look at the Gbpnzd because it looks very interesting. So just gonna do a top-down analysis on this pair and see if we can get any trading opportunities for next week. Next week, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, as you see, I'm just busy going to different time frames just to see where the market comes from and where it is going so that we can possibly catch the right direction. So what I do see here, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the monthly time frame. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. We have a nice double price was going up, gave us a nice double top there, and actually this is an M formation. It's a perfect M formation. Price went up, gave us a first high, went down, then went back up, gave us a double top here, one, two, and now it's pushing to the downside. It's pushing to the downside. So remember, this is the monthly time frame. I just want to see how the market has been playing out and where it's going. It's going. So this is like a perfect information, ladies and gentlemen. So now our focus is going to be here, but on the lower time frames. So possibly we are looking for sells before we can even go down to the lower time frames. I think the long-term direction is to the downside. Is to the downside. So this is what I usually do. Just try and see the overall pair and then try to figure out or see what price is telling us. So let's go to the daily. Don't need to go to the weekly because we already know. Let me just zoom out here. Let me just zoom. Yeah. So now that we are on the daily time frame, wait, let me go to the weekly and just see. Okay. So I know I said we won't go to the weekly, but I think we should just identify the pattern on the weekly and then we can look to the daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. So I'm actually gonna start focusing from this previous high, this one right here, this previous high. This is previous high I'm going to start focusing from for this move. We have that. Let me just, and you can just see that the nature's theory is basically playing out perfectly right here, ladies and gentlemen. The nature's theory is playing out perfectly because at the end of the day, we're still gonna want this push to the downside. Whatever happens here, whatever happens here, we are going to look for this push to the downside. So let me get rid of this. Okay, so let's just identify this pattern with these lows there, those lows there, and we have these two highs right there. This is a nice pattern. This is a nice pattern we are familiar with. So let me go to the daily time frame now. Daily time frame. So I think this is simple and straightforward. Don't have to look at the market all the time. So now that we have this pattern, okay, I do see something here as well. So, okay, okay. Let me just talk about this first setup. Let me just talk about this first setup. So since this pattern completed those two highs and those two lows, we are looking for this pattern to basically go to the downside, go to the downside, go to the downside, go to these lows. Because this is a continuation pattern. We're waiting for this pattern to push down until these lows. So how will we be looking for entries? How will we be looking for entries? How will we be looking for entries? Let me just zoom in. Um, there is a possible pattern here. If we do this, join those lows there, and join those highs there. See, this is a nice pattern as well. Nice ascending pattern. Okay, I did say we are looking for sells. However, the more we dive into this pattern, we see quite a bit of possible buying opportunities to the upside. We do see possible buying opportunities to the upside. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame just to check. Okay. So the lower we time frame we go, the more the market makes sense. So the long-term move is to the downside. However, we do seem it does the market does seems to be showing medium-term buying opportunities. Medium-term buying opportunities. And the reason I say that is because of this pattern. This pattern here. So basically this is a pattern within a pattern. We have the outer pattern, we have the outer daily pattern, and we have the inner 4-hour pattern. And it also applies on the 1-hour pattern time frame. 1-hour time frame as well. So our focus right now is actually a medium term buy, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for medium term buys before those long term sells. Those long term sells. So basically, we are now currently looking for buys. We are looking for buys because this this is a familiar pattern. We know it's an ascending pattern, which means it's a reversal pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Once price gives us a third touch, we will look for sells. This is the first touch, second touch. We are anticipating a third touch, wherever it might be. wherever the third touch be might also be that it's gonna be at the previous highs, and then the daily pattern will just extend just a little bit. Let me go to the daily and show you what I mean. We might have to just extend this just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit before those overall uh, long-term sells, before the overall long-term sells. So now our focus is basically the buys, the buys. Hope this makes sense, ladies and gentlemen, and you see what I see. You might have different trading strategies or styles, but as long as we get the same direction, because at the end of the day, we are in this to make profits. We are in this to make profits. We want to make profits. We want to make profits, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So with the 1 hour time frame, our current focus is the buys to the upside. And how will we be catching these buys? Well, we do have a strong push to the upside. So currently I am anticipating something like this. I hope this is, I am anticipating something like this. A continuation pattern to the upside. Continuation pattern to the upside. So if price gives me this pattern and breaks out, I'm going to enter. And if price still continues to give me these kind of patterns, continuation patterns all the way until the upside, I am going to scale in, ladies and gentlemen, using proper risk management as well. Using proper risk management as well. And then we'll see what happens once price gets to this high. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Did a nice detailed top-down analysis on Gbpnzd. We might have different trading styles or strategies, but as long as we get the same direction, that's all that matters, ladies and gentlemen. So until the next episode, don't forget to like, subscribe. This is Chill and Trade TV. Have yourselves a